What is the greatest innovation of all time?
I would say the computer.
Yes. Okay, fantastic. Do you recall what your first computer was?
Oh, I think I had them from scratch.
They were
And I
custom
still
built for
remember
your
being a
use.
management consultant and carrying this really, really heavy brick that had a tiny, tiny screen with black, and I think you could choose either green or orange words coming from it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we called it the lap crusher. I remember I had one. It used to get so hot. I had to put a dictionary underneath the computer to put on my lap because otherwise I would have burned a hole in my pants. Okay. If you had the chance to join any innovation team in history, which team would you have joined?
I think the one I've always had in my head is Bell Labs, right? Because
Yeah.
just because they set the scene for what is possible for many different things, and then everybody tried to kind of take the lessons from there. But I'm also really excited when I hear about how the ARPA system got set up and what makes that successful. It's really that ability of thinking outside the box and doing hard stuff really well.
Yeah. And talk about mobilizing so many different groups of people to make that happen too. It's funny. Last week I interviewed the founder of the musical group OK Go. If you haven't heard of them before, I highly recommend checking out any of their videos. They're some of the most innovative videos ever made for the music industry. They're just mind-blowingly beautiful and choreographed to the microsecond. Just amazing. And I asked him what innovation team he would have joined, and he too said Bell Labs. And I was like, wow, that's really fascinating for a musician. But he has that very innovative bent about him. And my last question is, what is the innovation that the world needs now?
So I spent the last few days with a group of incredible women who are CEOs of healthcare startups and VCs involved in life sciences. And a friend of mine put this together, mitochondrial capital, and I was thinking we need to really do more in that field. When we started looking through the statistics that only 2% of women CEOs in healthcare get funded, and then listening to what these guys are working on, I think there's one of those discontinuities that we need to do something about. And actually, it's a tremendously exciting area.